And hello everybody and welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers guide here with your boy Ranger J 1999, and we are going to be covering the new Baylan event. In this video I will cover modding, things of that nature. I pre-recorded everything, so we'll go over this real quick just with the modding and what you want to do here. I've got the video from when I did the runs yesterday. I'm going to show you two runs here that I did. One is the correct way to do it. The other way is, and I'll give you the little tips and tricks. We'll cover the modding, we'll go over the tips and tricks, and then we'll go into what not to do. I'll just let it play and you'll see what not to do on this event. There is RNG associated with it, but it's for me, for the legendary events that we've had for this game, it's still fine. But this is just to give you the modding, the turn order, what you want to kind of go for. It's pretty straightforward, and then when you use your abilities, things of that nature, and you should be fine doing the Baylan event. For the most part, everybody's not had any problems getting it, but if you are, maybe you just need to change your modding and things of that nature. I do know that the higher the relics, the easier it gets, for the stats and things of that nature, but it really comes down to mod order, that kind of thing. A lot of this information comes from our boy Carthric. So big shout out to Carthric with the turn order, things of that nature. So let's get into it. You can see the Baylan event. The first character, we're going to go through each of the order here. We're going to see Shin Hati. We'll go through Merrick, and then we'll go with Morgan Elsbeth here. So get the video started here. You can see that I'm going to pull up Shin here, and I'll pause it here on the video. You can see the stats here. The big thing here is want to go offense with her as best you can. The main thing is here, you're going to have all three of these characters, but you want to have them modded a certain way. So for the order, for speed order, you want Morgan above as best you can, 320, and you make her very beefy. And we'll go when we get to her. Merrick, or Shin, must be the second fastest. Now you want her above a 310 speed. You can see I've got mine at 315. That's one of the main things. Lots of offense. You want her to hit as hard as she can with what your mods can allow you to do. And then we'll go over, of course, with Merrick, same thing. You want him to be just past, you want him above 310, but not above Shin and not above Morgan. So I've got mine at 312. So you can see here in the video, that's the modding that I went with here. And you can see there's Shin, and then we'll get into Merrick. You'll see that I'll have him at 312. You see I went with crit chance, crit damage, a lot of crit on him, 312. And then last but not least, we'll go to Morgan. Morgan, just want her as beefy as possible. You can see I went with health and tenacity. You see 331 and made her as beefy as possible. Now we're going to get into the event. This is my run here. This is what we did. You can see you get the 4 characters, including Baylan 3 and thrown in there with you. The big thing is here, just rule of thumb. Turn order matters. The big thing here is you'll notice I'm going to open up with Morgan, and you do not want to use her bow ability. You want to go right in, and the whole purpose of this, I'm going to pause it for a second, is you want to kill Sabine as quickly as possible. You have some abilities here that you want to use at certain times. For Morgan, you want to save when she bows, for when Sabine's under stealth. You also want to save Baylan's big attack when Sabine's out of stealth. And the other thing is you want to try to keep control of Ahsoka as much as possible. You can stun her, but then you have to wait another round for her stun to land on her. So you have to kind of time that at the right order. If she has Retribution up, that's why you want to save those abilities, because you want to ignore Ahsoka at all possible to hit her until you're ready to burn her down at the end. And you're going to see me use these abilities in a certain order. You've got Shin's ability, which puts them underneath stealth and removing debuffs, things of that nature, but you'll see this as we move forward. So we go into here, you see I'm going to go wait, and I'm going to go right into Sabine because I can get some good opening stuff here. And you'll see it's a long fight. They have a ton of HP and stuff. You notice I don't use the last ability. I use the first special here from Baylan. One must destroy. Keep getting that damage on there. And then you can see I'm going through, do the ability, save it up. I bow here. I should have saved that, but that's all right. We were still going on hard here. I did have Baylan's ability, so I was waiting for this to happen. There, see, she goes into stealth. Now I've got to hit her. You don't want to do that. That leads to ouchie time. And you can see, not good. You're going to get some ouchie back, but luckily the way it played out. Now watch, I used his ability, got it. Big hit, get it all there. They're stunned. And now I can go right back into hitting Sabine. They're both stunned. She's out of retribution, and you just stay on target. Just want to keep hitting her down. And that's kind of what is going to happen here. Is this we're going to keep on Sabine. You see, they will hit hard. They can one-shot you. It's ugly. So not fun. So you want to keep just attacking. Just keep hitting Sabine, saving your moves. Again, I should have waited with that, but I got on this one, I got a little bit ahead of myself, and I was like, oh, I just want to kill her. She's so close. And then, yeah, just keep doing the thing. You're just, at this point, you're just trying to get back to Sabine. And so can't do anything else. Just kind of keep hitting Ahsoka here. Now Sabine goes. She's still under stealth. I should have saved the bow ability. I didn't from Morgan, and yeah, now I can see, oh, there's Sabine. Go get her. And there we go. Proof. And then she goes into her thing, but we don't care because we've got Sabine. Now she's going to go into stealth again. And it's like, damn, what do I do here? So I'm just like, all right, we'll beat on Ahsoka a little bit. At this point, Morgan has done what she needs to do. I know I can't stun her here, but I just want to get some damage on her. Kind of waiting for Baylan to take a turn so I can get back to Sabine. There we go. There's the move. Stun. We got back to Sabine. Again, should have saved that for when we had those abilities. But as I said, you can see even with the mistakes I've made here with how I'm going about it. My main thing here was to, just get Sabine out as fast as humanly possible. And we've got her now in the yellow. She's going down very nicely. We got some shreds on her. It's going very well. I think, yeah, I'd lose Morgan there. There you can see that one shot from Sabine capable. I mean, you saw Morgan had a lot of stuff left in the tank, and they said, get out of here, but we get her out, and then at this point, it's game over. We've won the match, and there you go. Again, just control when they use the abilities. That's all you got to do. Focus on Sabine, and then try to avoid as much damage as possible when Ahsoka is in retribution. So this run was the first run I did. Few mistakes. I did better in the second, third run where it was like no problem whatsoever. But the next run we do here after we win this is we're going to show the what not to do and what will happen if you do boo-boo things. I mean, you can always push buttons and win. that's a part of it. But yeah. And then do our thing. Just start hitting Ahsoka down. So yeah, we're going to win this, and then we'll get to the next round. Finishing her off. It's just going all in, and then voila. Oof. So there's you go. We have the first run done. Looks great. And now we're going to get into the next run. You can see all the good rewards you get from it. Perfect. And here we go for the next run. And here's what not to do. So I was like, okay, well, I've done what I need to do, but let's show the kids out there what not to do. So we're going to look at this foot run through, and you'll notice quickly bad mistakes made by Ranger. So again, I want to go target Sabine. We're going to do our thing, start it off nicely. And then I just started going, well, let me try this. This will be fun. Let me just waste everything here. And it did not go well. I'm like, yeah, I'll use this ability before she's underneath stealth. I'm going to use this ability before she's underneath stealth, and I have to get back to her. I'm just pushing buttons here and just saying, can I burn her down fast? Since I'm not, like, what happens when you do go wrong? I see now she's in her stealth. Luckily, for Ahsoka, she wasn't in retribution, but now she is. And I'm like, okay, I've burned all my abilities that I could use to get back to Sabine, so I'm basically boned here. And you're going to see that, uh-oh. He's hurting me. Again, I'm stuck. I can't get past Ahsoka, and I've burned all my abilities and cooldowns on those abilities with both Morgan and Baylan that I can't do anything, and they're both just getting, look at the shreds, and now Morgan's out. Now I get back to Sabine here, but I'm in big trouble. I still have cooldowns. I can't get, if she goes underneath stealth, and I'm in big trouble here. And you can see Baylan, for right now, it's to be fine. But now, see, now they're starting to hit the hell out of me. And, I go for the stun. I'm like, well, let me at least try to stop the bleeding here. But they have you've got to control the fight. and there she goes under stealth again, and Baylan's in big trouble, and I'm like, oh boy, this is what happens when you don't do the right order. Like, yep, my theory was confirmed. I'm going to die here. At this point, I'm just like, please, anything? Can I do anything? No. And Baylan goes down, and at this point, the fight's over. So yeah, at this point, what's going to happen is Shin's about to get here in a few turns. She's going to get one shot, and then Merrick's going to take it right in the chin, and you're basically boned here. So this is what you don't want to do. Again, you want to save those abilities. Baylan's second special, Morgan's first special, when you got to concentrate on Sabine. You've got to save those moves for when once she goes underneath stealth. You just want to constantly have her out of stealth. You just want to constantly doing that. So you want to save those abilities for Sabine. Because if you don't, and you start getting counterattacked, and you've got Ahsoka beating the snot out of you, you see what happens here with this fight. I mean, I'm still trying to do it. I'm thinking at this point, oh, I can do this. I can maybe pull this off. I know I screwed up. I did it on purpose. But yeah, let's see what happens. And look what happens. They just ramped up, and instantly I'm just about to die. Yeah. DI doesn't really matter. I'm going to die. So there you go. And then basically it's like, okay, so that's basically the fight in a nutshell. Save those abilities, get focused on Sabine, make sure you get your modding as best you can on this. You can leave comments on the video once I post this video, and that's fine if you need anything else. But I've got I'm not showing the full run, because after this I went back to doing it the correct way, and I did another thing where I'm like, let me try this other thing that could go bad. And the second time I did the fight 5 times. The third attempt, I died almost horribly in the beginning, because I was just like, well, let's try this first. I tried doing the bow with Morgan first, and did all this crazy stuff. And I mean, they killed me quickly. I actually forfeited out of that fight. But then after that, I'm like, okay, that showed that, you know, and I'm not even going to show it, but I'm like, at that point, let's just, you've shown the correct way to do it, talk about it, and then let's talk about what you shouldn't be doing in this fight. So remember your modding. Do the best you can on those stats and for your mods. Try to at least, if you can't do that, get the turn order in that in that order: Morgan, Shin, Merrick. If you can't get the above 310 and 320 on those characters, at least get the turn order right. I think it'll make a big difference for you in this fight. And just remember when you use your specials. Baylan's second special, Morgan's first, where she does the bow. Those will help you stay on Sabine, get her out of stealth, focus her down, and then get Ahsoka out of there. There's RNG to this fight. Just adapt as the fight comes to you. But I think that'll work. Now, if this video is helpful, leave comments if this video helps you or not, you know. And if you have any questions, you can leave those questions in the video as well. Interact with the video. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And we stream weekly all the time, covering Star Wars Galaxy Heroes Monday through Thursday. You know, doing all the different events, things of that nature. So you can come join us on Twitch or YouTube, whatever works for you. So with that, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the gaming table.